Hey guys, Comic Relief Crusader here with some interesting news. You know what? I seen the new Ghostbusters movie, Frozen Empire, and you know what? It wasn't all that bad. It was pretty good. Didn't mind it whatsoever. But it looks like Ernie Hudson is talking about some things here about the latest movie and about inequality and stuff like that going on in Hollywood. And this out new from the Hollywood Reporter that came out right now. Apparently, the Ghostbusters star Ernie Hudson talks about inequitable treatment and pay disparity, and it's not quite that simple to blame racism. Oh boy. Well, this is rather interesting. The actor who reprises his role in the new film also reveals how co-star Bill Murray stood behind him and opens up about the disappointing 2016 female-led reboot. You know, and well, it's that Ghostbusters movie that basically gets next to no praise whatsoever. A reboot that really didn't need to be made whatsoever. So the article goes as such by the Hollywood Reporter. Ghostbusters star Ernie Hudson is opening up about the beloved franchise, the female-led reboot, and the inequitable treatment he received during the 80s original films. Now, Hudson appeared in the first five Ghostbusters films, starting with 1984's original and the 1989 sequel and 2021's Ghostbusters Afterlife and Frozen Empire, which just hit theaters on Friday. And the actor also appeared in the female-led Ghostbusters reboot in 2016, albeit playing a different role, a different character in that movie, as we kind of know. Now, his role as Winston Zeddemore was first offered to Eddie Murphy before Hudson came on board. And if you know that little bit of tidbit of information, well, Eddie Murphy was really big at that time and the role was offered to him, but ultimately Hudson got the role. And reportedly, the role was reduced significantly before filming began. And well, like it says right here, Hudson didn't even show up until halfway through the film. So the character also wasn't featured on the theatrical poster because the poster was kind of already made at that time. And, well, like I just said, he didn't appear until halfway through the movie, and he wasn't exactly accepted until later on after the poster was made. But Hudson says it's more complicated than chalking it up to racism alone. So, being a person of African descent, he says, anywhere in the world, we're all just learning how to live together and to get along and realize that we're all connected, he said in an interview with UK newspaper The Independent. It's a very tempting sometimes to blame anything that doesn't work in your life on racism, but there are a lot of things that play into it, and it's not quite that simple. Hudson says he was paid less than his co-stars, but Murphy likely would have made more than he taken the role given his higher profile. We can say it's a racial thing, but I think if Eddie Murphy had played the role I played, he would have been paid very well because at that time Eddie Murphy was huge. Hudson said, I think studios are in the business of making money and they pay what they feel they have to. In addition, Hudson original star Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray reprised their roles for Frozen Empire. The fourth original Ghostbusters, Harold Ramis, died in 2014, and Hudson said Murray was a huge supporter of Hudson, fighting for a bigger role for his co-star during negotiations for Ghostbusters 2. And good on him for doing that. He said he wouldn't do another one unless I was involved. That doesn't happen very much in this industry, Hudson said. And the actor also opened up about the female-led Ghostbusters reboot, which was released in 2016, and Paul Feig directed the movie, which got mixed reviews. Well, weren't really mixed at all. A lot of people just hated it, and people were being attacked for not liking a women-led Ghostbusters film. It was just awfully done. Face the facts, Fig. Now, asked his opinion of the film, Hudson said, "Look, I'm a fan of Paul Feig, so I have nothing negative to say to him other than I don't quite understand why you do a reboot. You know what I mean? Just make another movie." And I mean, it was rather just a simple premise of just put it out again. That's what everybody wanted. So, and he said he finds the film's 4 stars, Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones, brilliantly funny on their own. But he added, fans were really invested in the story and the characters, and I think it was disappointing. I enjoyed the movies, but I think it wasn't what fans were hoping for. And that's true. You know, it has nothing to do with racism whatsoever. It has everything to do with, is it really a no brainer to just basically, instead of doing a reboot, just give the fans what they want? And it's true. Give the fans what they want. The 2016 movie is never really, in general, looked upon fondly whatsoever. And essentially, you know, with the male bashing constantly. And, well, I mean, everything else. It just didn't pan out whatsoever. And nobody looks on the movie very fondly whatsoever. But you know what? Good on him for speaking out, I have to say. You know, it isn't always about racism. It's about whether or not you can actually make a good movie. So, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire out now. It's a very delightful, fun kind of film. I know some people might not think of it the same way, but me and my family kind of enjoyed it this past Sunday. It was good. Go watch it. And that's all for me. This is the Comic Relief Crusader. I'll talk to you soon.